Alright, well I cut off these ugly brackets from the bottom of the Harley seat, that aftermarket pan seat. This was another design, and I got these from work. See these right here? That's the bracket for an automatic door. They throw these away like crazy at work. I cut it up the middle and spaced it as to where it goes for this spring thing. And I moved it back. Instead of having the spring come straight up, it's going to be at like an angle. Because this thing's 1,200 pounds. Rated 1,200 pounds. Are you kidding me? I'm never going to compress this thing. So it's more for looks, if anything. But that's where I want it. That's where it's going. I just got to weld the side up here. I rounded off the corners. Just got to do this side. Over here I cut the notch on the front of the tube. I actually cut some off. I didn't like it that high. It was too high, so I cut some off. Squared it up, and then I cut a notch in the front so the spring can lay forward a little bit. It's not going to be, it might be at like a 45, but we'll see. This is still temporary. That one is. I might weld that on. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm out here playing with the seat and making a bracket and having fun. I got my little heater going. It's actually really nice outside for a change. There's Rich's Trike with the head of it, the front of it. There's my Astro van. Stepping on things. Looking good. I gotta get a cover for this thing. It gets dusty in here. Alright, I'm gonna weld up the sides and put it on there and show you what it looks like. Alright, those things are gone. Cut those puppies off. This is where I do my test welds. Right on the clamp. I don't care. Done it for years. So I cut that bracket in half, welded it onto the bottom of this, and I notched the thing, and I drilled the hole for the shock, and I put some washers on this one so it's not as loose. Putting it at an angle, of course, increases the pressure on it. Probably cuts it in half. But now it's springy. Oh, my nose is all stuffed up. That's pretty cool. Hey, let's put the seat on. I don't have the bolts for the seat. I freaking lost them somewhere. Here's the studs. Not that they're anything more than 5/16 thread. Where are ya? There we go. Oh, we gotta try this out. Hold on. And it buckled in. I must have popped it in. So we increased the spring tension because it's not very tight right now. You see what I did? I popped it down into the slot. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurt. Oh, we're gonna have to increase that spring tension. That's perfect. That means I got it right on the brink of destruction. Whew. Let's see if this can take a picture. All right, that's much better. Turned the spring up like an inch. Now it'll hold my big fat ass. I gotta put my shifter back on sometime. I only had a couple hours tonight. Got the holes drilled, got this cut, got the spring in, got these brackets made. I have to do something with these wings. Yeah, maybe I could put something on there too. You can also get a chrome thing that goes around it. The basket or whatever the hell they call it, I don't know. This isn't a Harley seat. It's made for Harley, but I can't remember who really makes it. It's called a police seat. I gotta find some nuts, that's for sure. I think I'll do that now. Nuts and a bolt. 2 nuts and a bolt. The front gets a bolt. And the back get 2 nuts to hold it down. I just got a way. I gotta find a way now to stop these running boards from wiggly wiggly. Well, not like that one's tight. Not even close. I could spin out my fingers. So I'll hammer those down. It's gonna be like a quick assembly, and I'm hoping to run it and drive it and make a few things work, and then take some small things off like the running boards and paint things and, you know, finish the tank. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the back. I'm still lost. Maybe a big round spun aluminum gas tank. I don't know. We have heat. Oh, but that's it for tonight. I wish I could do more. Maybe I'll add this one as the beginning of the next video. Oh, I just posted tonight. I don't know. Depends if I'm bored. Am I bored? Maybe. This is a piece of the part that was laying there. This was way down here. I cut it off. I decided to drill some, not half-inch, about 3/8 holes, and plug weld it in 3 spots, and then put a little bit on the edge, because this thing was rocking all over the place when you bolt the seat down to it. So I'm probably going to use this too, and triangulate it and give it a little support there, like that, or like this. Something to help with the flex on that, but it's got a wide mounting point so the seat doesn't wobble. But nice plug welds. I caught a little bit of the washer, but oh well. Nice and hot, 24 volts, burned right into that thing. And I got the, this is 1-inch solid stock. I got the 1-inch cherry hot before I got in there. Oh. Every day is a struggle. Out of breath. It's actually too hot in here. I'm going to shut this thing off. It's starting to get nice out, but not nice enough to be riding around. Whew, that's it. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to add this to the other video. I know they're not very long, but I'm only doing a few stupid little things and then going in because the clocks are ticking. I got other things to do too. All right. Having fun. This is the original front fender support that I had cut out of that homemade fender I made out of fiberglass. This is the KZ440 front fender. I want to cut these rivets off, and I want to put that inside this fender, which is mostly fiberglass, but it's got steel frame inside. Hoping it fits. If it don't fit, oh well, we go fenderless. But this is pretty much the same idea that I'm going to do with the tank. Do the nylon skin and then fiberglass over it, and then smooth it all out, and probably paint it red. But it fits pretty good here. See it? There's the indentation on both sides. It's actually just sitting on the tire right now. But if I can get that bracket off and line this thing up and just give it a little tack and then weld it in and do all the rest of the bodywork and paint it, we're all done with the front fender. You know what I mean? Rear fenders, I don't know. Maybe make the same thing like I did up front in the tank. A lot of work. Whew. I added another bracket. There's one here. That was the one I did the other day. It's a little too far forward, so I put another one right next to it. Figured I'd make it adjustable or whatever. But that's all done. Like I said, I plug welded the front. That thing don't even move now. It moves the whole frame. You kick the seat, the whole frame moves. But I'm going to cut this sucker out now. And hope I can get them rivets out. Maybe sandblast it later on. It is a crappy chrome plate from Japan, but Kawasaki KZ440. That's what it was. Alright, I'm going to cut them suckers up right now. Alright, well, it's not welded in, but that's the idea. It's the old Fender I made months ago, maybe even years ago. And there's the bracket from the KZ, not bolted in, it's just sitting there. I wish I knew where the bolts were, but I don't need them right now. I don't have to weld it in yet. My battery's dying. I gotta go in. I'm sorry if they seem short, but what can I do? Have a good night. Kawasaki. I actually cut up, I think it was 2 Kawasaki. Yeah. One had spoke rims and one had aluminum rims. I like the aluminum rim because I have Monte Carlo rims at the moment. There's the old Fender. These rivets came out. I just ground the heads clean off the top. Not worried about the chrome. Well, Chinese chrome. Don't need that anymore because we have running boards. I like that look. These have got to be changed up a little. I need a way to stop it from going back and forth. Maybe triangulate something from there up to the frame just to stop the back and forth, and then these will be fine. Might end up putting my battery up front here in a tray between the running boards. Maybe put it in a battery box, I think is a good idea. Because with these IRS, man, there is no place to put a battery. And I don't want it anywhere near the exhaust, so that'll make an awful mess. But that's it. I'm going in. Have a good night.